Hi FlossTube, I'm back. It's the day after Christmas, and I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I did. We went to my mom's. It was me and my brother and my uncle, and we ate and opened gifts and played games, and we had a good time. I got a sort of kind of gift certificate to 123 Stitch. My mom gave me some cash with the idea that I would use it to buy stuff at 123 Stitch. And I probably will. I'll probably add to it because, you know, I haven't spent enough at 123 Stitch in the last month. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. So, this is my last video for the year, probably. And I just wanted to show you where my whips were, and I have some haul, even though on my last video I said I wasn't going to buy anything. Well, I lied. My plans for 2015 have been adjusted a little bit, so we'll talk about that too. Alright, so first up though, I have some finishes. The first thing I finished was I finished the stitching anyway. I haven't done the finishing work, but I finished the stitching on my scissor basket. So there's the band for my scissor basket, and this is stitched on uneven weave. Remember, it was 32 by 34, and it's stitched in 10 stitch over 1. And there's about 5 colors in it. There's 3 shades of pink and 2 shades of green. And so there's the band part that goes around the basket. And if I had thought about it, I would have brought the basket. And then this is a little part that gets made into a scissor fob. So, and that has my initial in it. So there's that. I'll tackle the finishing work at some point. To be honest, the finishing work kind of intimidates me. So I'll tackle that maybe in the next week and try to get it finished. And the other thing, this is close to a finish. I don't have the thread to actually finish it. I'm gonna go get it tomorrow, I hope. But this is the needlepoint ornament that I showed. I showed a whip of it in the last video, or the video before that. This is by the same lady who designed the scissor basket, Margaret Bendig. And this is the just her Elegance Christmas ornament in white. When I looked on her website the other day, I see she also has it in red. And the only thing it's missing the cap up here for the top of the ornament, and that's done in this same gold metallic as down here, but I don't seem to have any more. It's just a number 12 gold braid, and I just don't seem to have it. So I'm gonna go get that tomorrow and finish it. And I discovered a needlepoint shop not too far from here. And I went in there a few days ago because I actually didn't have, the reason I was looking and the reason I discovered it was I didn't have one of these threads. One of these bands here, which one is it? This band here is done in Rainbow Gallery's Frosty Rays, and I actually didn't have any. So I was looking for a place to go to get it, and I found it. It's a few miles down the street here. It's needlepoint and knitting. And I'm going to go there tomorrow to get the braid, and I'm also going to find out if they have a finisher. I'm not confident in my finishing abilities. I don't really have any, to be honest with you. I don't really know how to finish needlepoint in particular. So I think I'm going to ask them if they have a finisher, and I'll send it out to be finished into an ornament. And then I found this, and I'll show this to you. This is just a little extra special bit here. This was, I think, probably the first project that I finished. I was probably 8 or 9 when I did this, and it's stamped cross stitch. I found it when I was going through my box looking for the ornaments for the Christmas ornament video that I did a few weeks ago. And so there's one of my first finishes. It looks nice. It looks okay on the front. I used all 6 strands of floss, I think. I didn't understand why you were not supposed to do that. Here's the back. The back is a disaster. And there's this hanging thread right there. But it's really dirty. But it's finished. So yay. I was looking for the other one, the All Things Great and Small one, or All Creatures Great and Small, and I still haven't found that one. If I ever come across that one, I'll show it to you. So there's my 2 finishes: the ornament, the scissor basket, my little stamped thing from when I was a kid. Haul. So I belong to this Facebook group called Sampler World, and some of you probably belong to it too, but every year they do a stitch. They do 2 stitch-alongs. They do a large sampler and they do a small sampler, and they take nominations and they take a vote and they decide on this large sampler this way, or they decide on both of them this way. So the sampler they decided to do for the large sampler, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that's nice. That's, you know, I don't know. I liked it. I guess I wasn't in love with it, but I liked it enough to consider, yeah, maybe I'll participate. And I kind of dithered about it for about a week, and the expense, and did I really like it that much, and the size, and I've been on a ban from New Starts, and am I going to do this? And finally I decided, yeah, okay, let me order it. So I ordered it, and the project that they're doing is, let me get rid of this one here. It's by the Heartstring Samplery, and it's called His Eye is on a Sparrow. And so this is part of my haul, and it says, of course, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. And it just has a bunch of critters, and Adam and Eve, and a tree, and just all kinds of little things. There's a house, and just all kinds of little things. There's a cute little owl, and there's a couple of squirrels, and there's just all kinds of things. So I got that, and I got the recommended fabric. This is 28 count Lugana in the doubloon color from Picture This Plus, and I'm gonna stitch it over 1, because if you stitch it over 2 on 28 count, it comes out to be like 31 inches by 37 inches or something. It's huge. Or 26 inches by 31 inches or something. It's huge. So I'm going to stitch it over 1, and it's going to come out to be about 19 by 21, which is a much more manageable size, and it's much more affordable as far as buying fabric. So I'm going to do that. And I got all the threads here. They're all Weeks Dye Works, and let's show it this way. Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art Sampler thread. So there's 26 skeins here, and then so I got that. So then after I got that, they took their nominations, and they did a vote for a small sampler. And they tied. The small sampler winners tied. One was Antar Box by Hillside Samplings. And I didn't really like that one. It's a bird, and I don't really like the coloring on the bird, and it's not something that I was interested in stitching. So I skipped that one. But the other one is this one. This is Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs, and it's part of their Magical Mystery Tour series. They have a series of 6 samplers that are inspired by the Beatles. So this is that one, and I was pleased to discover that this actually has a smaller stitch count than Bluebell. So it's not going to be that difficult to stitch. It's not going to take that long. It's very small. So about that. And I also used the recommended materials for this. I bought, this is 32 counts linen in Confederate gray, and also an assortment of Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art sampler threads. So there's that. So as far as my 2015 plan, I am now up to 10 projects. In my video about that, we talked about Legends of the Dragons and the Retrievers and Mains of the Seasons and Trade Winds and Bluebell and yeah, so I've added the 2 samplers and the Hade Flower Bride, and now I've got, oh, and I also chose yet another Margaret Bendig project, which is a trio of stitching things. It's a pincushion and a scissor fob and a something else. Oh, well, maybe a needle book, or I think it's a needle book. So that will be one of my small projects, and also Bent Creek Summer Arches. So I'm up to 10 projects to keep me busy in 2015. I'm hoping to finish 4 or 5 of them. I sort of doubt that all 10 of them will get attention. I'll be shocked if I get to all 10 of them. I don't think that I'm going to finish all 10 of them either. I think I can finish 4 or 5. I want to finish Legends of the Dragons and Bluebell and 2 or 3 of the other ones. The Strawberry Sampler. I just sort of like to focus more on finishing existing whips than finishing new starts. So the Hade and the 2 samplers, I'd like to finish them, but I'm really more interested in reducing the rest of my existing whip list. I have a list that's posted somewhere on the internet, and I'm interested in marking those off as done, than starting and finishing new projects. So I'll probably finish the strawberry one, but I'm going to try to focus on finishing some of the other ones. And as far as progress on existing projects, I've made a little bit of progress on Bluebell yesterday at my mom's. I worked on it a little. I'm almost done with her dress. I just was finishing some odds and ends on the back of her dress. I have another week and some change off work, and I'm thinking if I could finish all of the floss on her the little bit left on her dress, her legs, her arm, the leaf over her head. By the time I go back to work, that would be awesome. If I could go back to work and just have to do metallics and beading, I would be thrilled with that. And I also made a little bit of progress on the Flower Bride. I put about 100 stitches into her. I just did the next box under the one that I had. I didn't bring that either to show because it's not a ton of progress, but I made a little bit of progress. So that's where I am going into the new year. I'm going to try to tackle the finishing work on the scissor basket. Try to make some more progress on Bluebell. And then when I go back to work in January, if I have just some metallics left on Bluebell, I'll leave her home and I'll take Legends of the Dragons to be my work project, and I'll finish Bluebell. If I still have less work to do on Bluebell, then I'll take her to work and work on her there until I get to the metallics. So I think that's it for this update. I don't think I have anything else, so I will see you all in 2015. I hope you all have a wonderful year and a wonderful new year, and another great year of updates and videos on FlossTube. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.